Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to episode 310 of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. The show is on YouTube and podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. Xboxin10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at Xboxin10. To start, let's talk game releases. There were no big games out last week, but the games coming out this week include King Arthur Legion 9, Middle Eden, Submarine Survivor, Bartender Hustle, Empyreal, Penguin Flight Beyond the Clouds, Spirit of the North 2, Revenge of the Savage Planet, The Abandoned Planet, Truck Simulator Cargo Driver 2025 USA, Amaze, Catch Up, Eyes the Horror Game, Spiritfall, and Undivine. Now into last week's biggest news stories, and boy was it a big one. We have 5 to cover this week, and I apologize in advance if I sound a little off. I literally got all 4 wisdom teeth pulled out 4 days ago, but the show must go on. Number 1, Microsoft is raising prices on Xbox consoles, controllers, and games worldwide. Tom Warren at The Verge writes, Microsoft is raising the prices of its Xbox Series S and X consoles, Xbox controllers, and even some new Xbox games around the world. Starting today, Microsoft says it has adjusted its recommended retailer pricing for its Xbox consoles and controllers, with the Xbox Series X being bumped by $100 to $599.99. Microsoft is also planning to adjust the pricing of some of its new first-party Xbox games this holiday season up to $79.99. Microsoft Xbox Series S 512GB model is moving from $299.99 to $379.99, a price hike of $80. The Xbox Series S 1TB model is moving to $429.99, and the Xbox Series X Digital Edition will now be priced at $549.99, with the 2TB Galaxy Special Edition model now an eye-watering $729.99. Xbox wireless controllers and headsets are also having their recommended retailer pricing adjusted in the US, with the base controller moving to $64.99, and the Xbox wireless headset now at $119.99. You can already find both of these accessories at this type of pricing right now. Some new Xbox games are moving from $69.99 to $79.99 this holiday, in a move that matches the more expensive pricing of Nintendo's top Switch 2 launch titles. Xbox Game Pass pricing will remain the same though. Microsoft last hiked the price of Xbox Series X consoles in June 2023 as part of a price increase that also impacted Xbox Game Pass. The subscription service also saw a price increase last year alongside the launch of a new standard tier. The price rises come amid uncertainty over the Trump tariffs, and just a day after Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella revealed that Microsoft ended the quarter as the top publisher by pre-orders and pre-installs on both Xbox and PlayStation Store during the company's Q3 fiscal earnings call. Microsoft also saw PC Game Pass revenue increase by 45% year over year. If you've followed Xbox like I have for a long time, you just look at this as Cartoon Xbox. Let's unleash all this good news. PC Game Pass up by 45%. We're the number 1 publisher on PlayStation platforms. We had a great fiscal quarter, and we're going to raise the prices of literally everything, literally all over the world. I mean, it's Cartoon Xbox. You really can't write it much better than that. This is disappointing, but not surprising. It's just really hard to see, and even harder to justify why you would need an Xbox console as they continue to push everything in your home as an Xbox. So why would you buy this hardware? I mean, a PS5 Pro is literally cheaper now than the 2TB Galaxy Black Special Edition of the Series X. It's not overly surprising. I guess their timing is a surprise, but shouldn't be a surprise, and just a bit depressing. Speaking of depressing, number 2. GTA 6 delayed to May 2026. Wesley Inpool at IGN writes, Rockstar has delayed Grand Theft Auto 6 to May 26, 2026. It was due out fall 2025. In a statement, Rockstar apologized for the significant delay to the game, expecting to be the biggest entertainment launch of all time. Quote, we are very sorry that this is later than you expected, end quote, Rockstar said. Quote, the interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and your patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we ever released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon, end quote. Rockstar's statement at least confirms the GTA 6 release date, but there was no new assets released, which means the wait for Trailer 2 continues. There's also no mention of launch platforms, which some are already speculating leaves the door open to GTA 6 releasing on PC, as well as PlayStation 5 and Series X and S in May 2026. Quote, look, there's always a risk of slippage, and I think as soon as you say words like absolutely, you jinx things, end quote. Strauss Zelnick, the boss of Rockstar parent company Take-Two, responded when IGN asked how confident he was that Rockstar would hit fall 2025 for GTA 6. Quote, so we feel really good about it, end quote. That was back in February. Commenting in a new note to the investment community issued today, May 2nd, Zelnick said he supported his decision to delay GTA 6 into Take-Two's 2027 financial year. Quote, we support fully Rockstar Games taking an additional time to realize their creative vision for Grand Theft Auto 6, which promises to be a groundbreaking, blockbuster entertainment experience that exceeds audience expectations. While we take the movement of our title seriously and appreciate the vast and deep global anticipation for Grand Theft Auto 6, we remain steadfast in our commitment to excellence. As we continue to release our phenomenal pipeline, we expect to deliver a multi-year period of growth in our business and enhanced value for our shareholders, end quote. The delay to GTA 6 opens up the second half of 2025 to a number of other games, perhaps now with more breathing room to succeed. The likes of Gearbox's Borderlands 4, EA's Battlefield, Bungie's Marathon, and Sony's Ghost of Yotei will no doubt breathe a sign of relief. Nintendo, which is preparing to release the Switch 2, will surely benefit from GTA 6's delay too. How about that? Given how much they were committing to their shareholders over the last year, I really did not expect GTA 6 to be delayed. I mean, from a scope and expectation standpoint, it's not surprising, as I don't think there has ever been higher expectations or a higher scope for a video game ever before, as they need to reset the benchmark for what the largest entertainment launch of all time means, as they did with GTA 5. I just want to see more of this game. I've never actually fully beaten a Grand Theft Auto game before, and I was looking forward to GTA 6 being that first one. However, now we wait even some more. Number 3, rumor Xbox working on 3 controller prototypes, including the Elite Series 3. Fraser Gilbert at Pure Xbox writes, it seems that Team Xbox is putting a focus on the next generation of Xbox controllers this year, and according to Windows Central's Just Corden on the Xbox 2 podcast, there are 3 controller prototypes in the works. Firstly, Corden says that the Xbox Elite Controller Series 3 does actually exist inside of Microsoft. We've been waiting years for a follow-up to the Series 2, and apparently it's in development with a codename that Corden is privy to. Quote, we are getting some kind of Elite Series 3. I don't know if it'll be announced in June though. I think maybe you see it next year. Maybe it launches with the next-gen Xbox. We'll see, end quote. He then talks about a so-called mid-range controller with the codename Seabull that actually leaked a few years ago, as well as a more basic Xbox controller that could essentially be the replacement for the current Xbox Series X and S controller. Interestingly, one of the features that he mentions that was also in the Seabull leak is something called Direct to Cloud, which will allow your controller to directly connect to your router as a Wi-Fi connection, eliminating the lag that comes from Bluetooth and then your TV interpreting that signal and sending it up. However, he advises that the cheapest version of the Xbox controller possibly won't incorporate more advanced features like this. Ultimately, very few details are known of any of these 3 Xbox controllers as things stand, and Corden mentions that you should take everything with a pinch of salt until he provides a more concrete report on Windows Central itself. To me, this is exciting. I do love my Xbox Elite controllers. I had the Series 1 and 2, although they are definitely faulty, and that's what sucks. I had to issue 2 back to Microsoft for them to fix, I think. Definitely 1, due to the RB button and controller stick drift issues. However, I love the feel, the weight, and those back paddles. I will definitely be there day 1 for Series 3, as well as being very interested in this mid-range Seabull controller that has that direct-to-cloud functionality. As I've been mentioning on the show, I continue to play more and more on cloud gaming through my Amazon Fire Stick. Love to reduce that latency, which really isn't there for me anyway. Number 4, EA cuts around 300 roles, including roughly 100 at Respawn, reportedly cancels Titanfall game. Rebecca Valentine at IGN writes, in addition to the roughly 100 job cuts IGN reported earlier today at Respawn Entertainment, EA has made wider cuts across its organization today, impacting around 300 individuals total, including those already reported at Respawn. IGN understands that these wider cuts largely impacted EA's experienced team, which includes groups such as EA's fan care team and various others working on customer support and marketing, though other EA departments saw reductions as well as with other cuts at EA, those impacted will be given the opportunity to apply for other roles internally prior to being let go. Quote, as part of our continued focus on our long-term strategic priorities, we've made select changes within our organization that more effectively aligns teams and allocates resources in service of driving future growth, end quote, an EA spokesperson said in an official statement. Quote, we are treating our people with care and respect throughout this process, working to minimize impacts by helping affected employees explore new opportunities within the company, when possible, and providing support during the transition, end quote. The roughly 100 jobs impacted at Respawn included individuals in development, publishing, and QA workers on Apex Legends, as well as smaller groups and individuals working on the Jedi team, and 2 canceled incubation projects, one of which we reported on back in March, and the other which was, per Bloomberg's reporting, a new Titanfall game. This is really disappointing to see, especially those incubation projects. As we noted a while ago on this show, one of those was the rumored Star Wars FPS shooter. Hate to see that as a Respawn fan and a huge Star Wars fan. As well as this new reported Titanfall game that apparently was an extraction shooter. I'll talk about it at the end of the show, but I played my first extraction shooter the other night, and it stinks to see what Respawn could have done with the genre, especially in the Titanfall universe, as that gameplay is so good. Thoughts go out to all those that have lost their jobs. And number 5, Borderlands 4 launches sooner than expected with new Xbox release date. Tom West at True Achievements writes, we have some great news, Vault Hunters. Borderlands 4 release date has been brought forward and will now launch on Xbox Series X and S on September 12th. And some surprising news from Gearbox Software today. The studio announced that Borderlands 4 won't be launching on September 23rd as previously expected, and the Xbox shooter will instead release over a week earlier on September 12th, 2025. Quote, it has been incredible seeing the response as we move closer to the release. Our team has thrown themselves headfirst into making this the greatest Borderlands yet, both for new and returning Vault Hunters, end quote, Gearbox said in an announcement on X. Quote, after careful consideration along with a lot of meetings, playtesting, and incredible development work, we have made the monumental decision to move up the launch date of Borderlands 4 to September 12th. You'll be able to crash into Kairos 2 weeks sooner. We're beyond excited to share the new world with all of you ahead of schedule, end quote. So, some positive news, and rare news that we don't ever really get, in terms of release dates being moved up instead of being pushed back. It's hard to see if there's really a lot of hype around Borderlands 4. I mean, to me it looks pretty good. It does just look like more Borderlands, and I really haven't gotten into a game of Borderlands since number 2. However, this is great for all those Vault Hunters out there. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and let's talk about all of the mainline releases in the Grand Theft Auto series by year. Credit to Wikipedia on this one. 1997, we had Grand Theft Auto. 1999 saw Grand Theft Auto London 1969, Grand Theft Auto London 1961, and Grand Theft Auto 2. 2001, Grand Theft Auto 3. 2002, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. 2 years later, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in 2004, as well as Grand Theft Auto Advance. In 2005, we saw Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy and Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. 2006, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. 2009 saw Grand Theft Auto 4 The Lost and Damned, Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, and Grand Theft Auto The Ballad of Gay Tony. Big jump to 2013, Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. 2021, Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. And yes, if it does launch next year with this delay, which I'd bet my money it does, 13 years later, we have Grand Theft Auto 6 in 2026. So keep this in mind. From 2008 to 2026, so 16 years, we had Grand Theft Auto 4, 5, and 6. Back in the early days, from 1999 to 2004 and 5 years, we got Grand Theft Auto 2, 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Man, how times have changed. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please do me a favor, subscribe to your favorite podcast service and share it with your friends, and also leave a review. This past week, as I mentioned, I had my wisdom teeth out, struggling a little bit, but that meant I had a lot of time to catch up on gaming. So I was halfway through Doom Eternal and South of Midnight, and I knocked both of those out. Again, Doom Eternal is just dumb fun. I thought the second one was a little long in the tooth compared to the first one, but I loved all the motion in Eternal, and I'm excited for Doom the Dark Ages. And South of Midnight. This one was disappointing. I really enjoyed the experience that was Hellblade Senua's Saga 2, but this game is similarly in that it was an experience. I just didn't enjoy the experience as much. They both are very similar in that I love all the ambiance and storytelling and vibes and sounds, but the gameplay was just lacking. And to me, South of Midnight was a little more offensive in that, is because there was so much and it was just simply the same thing over and over and over again. Really enjoyed the story, really enjoyed the art style, all the custom music. However, they just missed the mark. I hope that they get another chance at a second one and that they really work on the gameplay, unlike what Hellblade 2 learned from the first one, and that they didn't really do that. I'm excited for them. Compulsion Games, you should be proud of what you made, but you gotta bring it with the second one. Or whatever your next project is. And the last game I played was the Tech Test 2 for Arc Raiders. This was my first run at a Battle Royale. I played for about 4 to 5 hours so far. And I'm really intrigued in the genre, more than this game specifically, as I lamented on my experience. There's some issues, it is a tech test, it is early, but I am excited about what the genre can bring. Yes, I understand I'm late to the party, and I remain very excited for Marathon. However, Bungie, Arc Raiders is sending out invites left and right. How are you not sending out more invites for your alpha so we can all get our hands on it? Just doesn't sound or seem very good for the game coming out this year. My name is Baron Rose. You can follow me on Xbox at Broza93. Hope you all have a great week. Stay safe and keep on gaming.